I'm a dragon.
He's scary.
What was the cutoff last episode? Um.
Alarin got kidnapped.
Oh yeah, she's not here.
Yeah, we should probably go ahead and point that out.
We were in a dungeon, and there was places to go and like level design. But then I went through the ceiling, and then I made a table bazooka, and then I was a dragon, and then Alarin was gone? Question mark.
And then we tried to
So
find
all
her.
in all, a very productive day.
Yeah, we killed some things. Some zombies showed up. I think that some what are they called? Mind flayers and whatnot are lurking around here. Probably want to avoid them, but probably also want to figure out what happened to Alarin. So I'm gonna walk through the Talbas and did they go through this arrow here, or is that just where Alarin got nabbed from at?
Also, there's an illithid zombie table flood.
Yeah, we'll deal with the elephants
Yeah,
later.
so I should probably mention there's like 2 feet worth of table debris, burnt, battered, and broken. That you are
Where,
slowly
like in the Talbas, or like
no,
in
the
foyer?
everywhere.
Oh,
Because
okay.
effectively you set it all on fire, and then a flood
Yes.
hit it all. So this entire place has gained 2 extra feet of not good flooring.
Oh, is this like rough terrain?
Yeah, so you're kind of trudging through. It's not that big of a deal, but if you tried to do anything particularly acrobatic, you'd be in trouble.
Acrobatic, you say?
How many of us are even affected by difficult terrain anymore?
Alright. I
you're
have
too
disadvantage,
big, I
so
think.
we'll take a 7.
Well, I'm not affected by difficult terrain ever unless it's magic.
Oh, right.
And
And I don't know if Skitter would be either, because he's
Well-
bullshit.
Skitter's
So-
taken to walking in walls and stuff.
So, Greg...
Are you breaking the
being-
4th wall just so you can make your life harder?
Yeah.
No, he's
When
breaking
do I
the
ever not
second
do
wall.
that?
All right.
So
Well,
I skip along the difficult terrain.
I mean, it's not that difficult terrain. This is not like slick
Okay.
stuff. It's just mostly you're stumbling more than skipping.
Tra la 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 la.
If somebody was watching you, which they are actually, the 2 drow have emerged from the study where they were kind of hiding out, and they're watching you daintily skip along. Just, I mean, it looked like somebody exploded 10 boats and then just kind of left the pieces all over.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do a investigation check where Alarin got nabbed.
Okay, you didn't see her get nabbed.
Wait, actually, I
you were
didn't see that
breaking the
happen.
4th
Never
wall
mind.
really hard, yeah.
Never mind.
Drez is the
I
only one that
just-
is aware.
I just remembered. I apologize. I don't remember
would-
what I know versus what I don't know.
What would breaking the 4th wall be in an isometric game? Would it be breaking the skybox?
Yeah, basically.
The 3rd dimension.
The what dimension? There's 3. Anyway, hey, enough screwing around. I guess I'm gonna go over to inspect the drow, and I want to see if they're feeling better or not.
They look like they've been through some shit, died, been through some more shit, and are just kind of like confused because they were following Alarin around, but then for whatever reason, since Shell was in charge of them, she just left them in there and ran off without them. So, like, I honestly don't know exactly what's supposed to have happened with these 2.
Uh-huh.
And they're not really sure either, because they were following her, but then she got by a wall. I'm assuming they saw that at least. Well, no, she was in front of Drez. They have no idea.
They didn't see it. Yep.
They look confused more than anything.
That's an accurate response.
Oh, hello, gentlemen.
Have we ever established... Are they both dudes? I forget. And you leave.
I don't care about them that much. They're kind of like
Just
Alarin's
pretending
pets.
to care, to be polite.
Yeah.
They're gonna follow you in.
I'm gonna go to the top of this room and like check out like the poop door or whatever's coming out
Okay.
underneath it.
Poop door.
So you find, it's not locked.
Okay.
you find what looks to be almost kind of like a workshop of some kind. Obviously, I don't have a whole lot of visual items there, but it looks like, alchemy, research. There's notes everywhere. You don't really, you're not that interested in this stuff.
Nope, not in the slightest. I mean,
If you rolled a higher investigation, maybe.
but Greg, he's mostly concerned with lunch at the moment.
But my assumption with Greg is when he rolls a low investigation, it's not that he doesn't notice
do
it.
a good job.
It just doesn't. He just doesn't give a shit. He's like loses interest in the investigation process partway through.
I imagine that in Greg's mind, there's like a bass floor of just this one tone going like at all times, and anything has to like overcome that floor for him to register it.
It's just whenever there's a low investigation check, it's like when Bird hears about rocks.
But, yeah.
Oh my
Checks out.
god.
All right. I'm leaving that room, and
I do like
I'm
the
going
idea,
to...
though, Greg walking into a room on purpose, looking into the room, saying, "Oh my god, I don't care," and then turning around and leaving.
Oh, this room
Negging
sucks.
the shit out of the room and leaves.
This room sucks. I turn around, I look at the drow, and I wonder why they're following me now.
They're not so much following you as they're just kind of milling about. Like these two look severely hungover. So you kind of Greg would actually kind of understand where they're at in life right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say Greg's been hungover a lot. Not lately though, and he's sad about that. Just gonna go the two drow are actually starting to weird him out a little bit.
They're gonna
It's
go
kinda
take
like-
naps.
It's kind of like two acquaintances that like Greg doesn't really know and doesn't really have anything in common with them.
Friends of your friend who checked out and went to the bathroom for far too long.
Yeah, exactly. And now I have to like find something in common with them.
In that pose, when Drez is laying down, it looks like one of Bird's chat rooms.
Oh, hey! Am I scared of him now?
Am I scared of him now?
You have some residual Drez fear, yeah.
Hey there, Drezarino. Skipman! How's it going?
Hi. Not good.
What's up?
I mean, Alarin's gone. Actually, yeah, wait, no, Skidder would know that. Yeah, she got kidnapped again.
Huh? By what?
Oh yeah, you weren't there the last time she got kidnapped.
Yeah, again, this is news to me.
Well,
was he not there?
No, Dimitri was. When she got kidnapped last time, that's how she got Greg. This time she's going to go get Dimitri. It's just going to be this constant cycle of...
My god.
No.
Oh, God.
I mean, that'd be funny, but no. I'm just realizing the similarities are a little bit more than I thought they were going to be.
And also, last time she was kidnapped, wasn't that the same time I was a dragon for a bit again?
Yeah. No, history is repeating itself unintentionally. All right.
Drez, wake up. Up.
Nap time's important time.
Drez, Alarin's been kidnapped.
Nap. You said the magic word.
Drez, Alarin's been abducted. All right.
I don't have a clever response.
Abs, ducks, Teds.
I'm gonna
Something German for sleep,
I'm gonna
maybe.
prop Drez up weekends at Bernie style. And
you managed to get part of him up. He's pretty heavy.
Okay. I guess I just have like a foot. maybe a calf, like a whole Drez leg.
You got a leg.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna drag him into the room with the drow. Very unceremoniously.
There is so little left of Drez at this point.
I'm trying to decide if you can drag him. How heavy is an adult dragon?
It doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really matter to Greg whether this succeeds or not. He's just gonna do it and let the dice roll where they may.
Okay, there we go. A large red dragon. So, the stat that I'm seeing here, it's not very useful, is a large red dragon's about 3 tons. Drez is about half that. He's a bit shrimpier.
I don't think I can move him.
You kind of drag him very slowly towards the door and maybe get his foot through.
I can only drag 600 pounds, so
yeah,
I can't move him at all.
Am I floating though?
Are you?
I don't know. There's
no,
water.
I don't. Oh no, no amount of water would float you.
Ow.
You were the whole place would have to be flooded for you to even have a hope of sinking, let alone floating.
Drez is not currently in a condition to pursue Alarin, whatever that may entail.
All right. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Greg, and you are...
Let me just check my notes, and I'll let you know what my name is.
I point to Bluebert.
Okay. I wrote the names down, I believe. Okay. I'm Fasaya, and, that's
And who are
Zalik.
you, Redbort? Fasaya and...
Fasaya and Zalik.
All right. So, the person who brought you back to life, she's gone. And I know enough about this world to know that without her, I'm screwed. I don't know what's going on 80% of the time. And my companion over there, the Green Goblin, is not all that much better. So, it seems we all have a vested interest of trying to find her. So
I can be useful, I'm just not much of a mage.
I mean,
Right,
no, you're not the Green Goblin. Oh wait, I guess you're literally the Green Goblin.
Did you? I thought. I'm like, wow, he acknowledged that he's a goblin for the first time.
No, that's the joke. It was like, wait, you're a goblin?
Skitter goes back in the room.
Anyway, right. So you up for an adventure? That's the spirit. Come with me.
An adventure in 8 to 12 hours.
They follow, I guess. They don't look pretty excited about this, and they seem less excited about standing near a sleeping adult green dragon.
Drez,
It's fine.
I've returned with friends. Are we gonna have to have a nap intervention?
Or you could just have a nap.
We
All
have
right,
been going for like a while.
It's like a
I'm gonna
non-dramatic
do-
intervention.
No. I think Drez is sick. I think he has dragonitis. I do a medicine check to see if I can figure out why
What's the
Drez is
disease
so
where you
sleepy.
fall asleep out of nowhere?
Narcolepsy.
'Cause at this point, he almost feels like he has that.
Well, I mean,
Well, the
With
this
that
is Greg
level of-
Geknu here and so if he tries to think of the word narcolepsy, he's just going to think of narcotics.
No, even though
He has
even though
narcotics.
you're
With
a
with
smarty
that
man now.
with that level of medicine check, you realize he's got a serious case of the sleepies.
I have
the
deduced that he is tired.
Really, at this point, the character trait has just become Drez has a bunch of meters, and when they all empty, he just kind of lays down.
Hmm.
Because they're empty. They're all empty.
So, hang on. I don't remember. Is Greg aware of the fact that there are mind flayers about?
Did you fight one?
No.
Only wait, who is the one that even saw the
It
mind
was
flayers go by.
Dress saw the mind flayers when he was like
Okay.
a little gecko man.
Right. So no, all you know is that there's zombies out in the hall. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
You killed a lot of them.
Okay.
They
Well,
killed themselves a little
Is
bit.
the water level
too.
still rising?
Not really. That
Hmm.
you kind of get the feeling that the table schmutz might have dammed up the door.
Yes.
It doesn't really feel all that safe. I mean, it doesn't really feel all that safe to me to rest here.
We have acquired indefinite resting time where nothing can go wrong.
Fine. Whatever. Let's take a long rest.
If we really wanted to drain the water out, I could reopen the hole and just drown that other dude.
If he's still there.
Well, that would have done the entire flooding thing if I had not closed that hole, huh?
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically out of hit die, so I guess we can take a long rest, but if we
Okay.
get attacked, I'm blaming you, Mr. Dragon Man.
So
We
you
have been-
guys...
We do have a magical door guarding invisible man.
almost never takes hits. Yeah, Skidder... oh no, Skidder did take 23 damage. I guess he takes...
Skidder started taking hits more and more now because we haven't given him new armor in ages.
Yeah. He actually has only been updating his side stuff. I'll probably sit down and twink him out again.
Skidder could just sleep right
soon.
there and set up a tripwire there, and if anything happens, he gets woken up and like, "Plah! Ninja man."
You, yeah, that's
That's
Skidder.
well thought out. I'll go for it.
Also, apparently, I'm now a telepathic dragon who speaks in his dreams.
So I guess,
Metagame knowledge.
Oh yeah, which is
So I guess,
interpreted as telepathy.
If
So
your player says
Greg
something,
has no idea what
he hears it.
Skidder's up to then. So Greg is going to hang out with the drow and make like really awkward small talk. Like, you guys got dark vision? I got dark vision. 60 feet, I think. I don't remember. How
Just
much
gonna start
dark vision do you two have?
You're just gonna start reading your character sheet to them like it's the weather.
Yep. No.
Okay.
All right. I guess they're out.
Oh yeah, the drow passed out as soon as they realized that Drez was not the eating variety.
I don't know. I've still got that eat people skill that heals me. Never used that yet.
Alarn gets back, has to resurrect them again. God damn it, Drez!
You wouldn't say that. She's incapable of saying that.
I think she'd be upset if you killed her drow.
Yeah, but that's
no,
not.
but her
that's
response
not-
would be no.
Yeah, that's not in her vocabulary.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No.
I wanna hear
You
Still
would
say,
have to
"God
start
damn it."
stealing artwork from somebody to start to get her to start swearing at you.
Or making
Yeah.
hair into beards.
Well, that was mostly the stealing artwork thing again.
Anyway. Yep. So I guess
Well, so you take
Long
a long
rest.
rest, and it's not as restful. I mean, for starters, you guys are... There's like an inch or two of water that you're trying to sleep in. I guess it's not so bad for
I'm on the
Drez,
table.
but
Nature.
yeah.
Right. This table.
So beyond just the kind of smell of like wet charred wood and, you know, dead things, kind of, you also do hear noises, not infrequently as you rest, you know, from loud crashes or thumps to some other things. Surprisingly, nobody comes your way, and in fact, you don't hear anybody pass by in the corridors.
Interesting. Do we does this like end up being a penalty to the number of hit dice we recover?
No. It's just
Okay.
your desire
Spooky.
for a good bed has risen. You guys haven't slept
Yeah.
in a good bed since Vivi's place, which was who knows how long ago.
That's like a month. I
Yeah.
think, in these characters' lifetimes. Yeah.
It's been a while since you've had an actually restful night of sleep.
Dude, I mean, our characters regularly go like 30 to 40 hours without sleeping, too.
I don't even go consecutive nights with the same body.
Well, I mean, you are a shapeshifter. What did you expect?
Well, I didn't expect to be a shapeshifter.
Oh, yeah, fair point. All right, well, anyway,
But yes, so the night passes largely without incident. Drez, there's an annoying hum throughout the entire night.
The tinnitus.
It's more like if somebody left a TV set on, but not on a channel.
Oh. 90s kids will remember that.
I think big screen TVs will still do that. I was at my aunt's place, and they have this massive TV, and apparently you have to unplug it, otherwise it just makes this low-level hum, and it's like, why would you... Ugh.
well, cool. Alrighty. Wake up, sunshine.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
still a dragon?
No, he's probably
Okay.
gone back to being Lizard Man. Let me just switch these
Plot
out.
twist. Back to that character sheet. There was not much dragon left.
You were pretty injured.
I had no spells left past level 2, and I had
Ooh.
1-digit health bar.
E.
Oh, wow. Huh.
I used every part of the animal.
If we ever do another campaign, I'll see if I can make it so long rests aren't as necessary.
Yeah.
I always hated that in D&D. It's like, oh, you're out of spellcasts. Well, you're useless for a while.
We could be like a Lauren, have a billion spell crystals.
And just have no game balance. Oh, level 5 spells all day, every day.
Drez,
Yeah.
you're awake.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Hang on, I'm gonna use my doctor knowledge on you again. Oh,
How do you
wow.
do that?
You're not exactly an expert in herpetology, but he looks like a fairly healthy, if confused, specimen. Mild amounts of malnutrition and sleep deprivation aren't doing so great for his the luster of his scales and the the flick of his tongue. But
well, I'm not
overall,
much of a herbologist, but you're looking good, buddy.
But the resentment does wonders for my complexion.
How you doing?
Definitely remember their names.
they look much better, but they are also not reacting to you much. They seem like they might have been insulted by something you might have said.
Character sheet. Wisdom.
Yep. You realize that you have in fact offended them. But you're not sure if it's your existence or your words.
Or your smell.
Or that, yeah. You
Shut
definitely
up, Drez.
You definitely have picked up
Your
the smell
commentary.
of wet dog and armor schmutz.
Wet. He fought a bunch of zombies and then laid in the water.
And Ladenberry? What were your names again?
Well, I'm surprised you got as far as the F, but yes, it's Fasaya and Zalik.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Uh-huh.
Silo.
Ladenberry.
Yeah,
You notice
their names are Fuchsia and Gaelic.
Fasaya is laughing at Ladenberry now.
Oh no. Well, right. I just suppose nobody saw Lauren come back in the middle of the night, right?
Nope. She's gone.
All right. let's find
Honestly,
her.
aren't we used to this at this point?
Follow me. I nominate myself party leader.
Where are you going?
Well, for now, there's only one choice. So this first decision's easy. Now there's a binary choice to be made.
Okay.
Well, there's a whole world out there to explore. Lauren's not in this room, so she might be in the next room. And if she's not in that room, she might be in the next room. Greg gesticulates as if this is a brilliant plan.
These are all technically statistically correct.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look in every room until we find her. Yeah.
Okay. So you walk out
So-
into the corridor, and
Alright.
it is the water level has gone up.
Okay. I never really inspected this tree.
It is
so-
there is a giant tree
It
that
is
seems to be
tree.
parked directly at the end of the corridor.
All right. What is the tree's natural enemy but the axe?
Okay.
Wondrous explosions.
So you start chopping away at the tree, and that's enough. That's enough to take like a chunk out of it. You do see that there's actually a door on the other side. Oh yeah,
I'm trying
You
to think
also
of the
need to
worst
make a,
possible thing he
dexterity
could do
check.
to a tree.
Oh,
You
why?
could petrify the tree.
Oh, that's not a
make it
good dex
significantly
check.
Okay, so not that it matters, but you did trip over the tripwire on the way out.
Oh, right.
What was it even attached to anymore?
The skidder never took down the tripwire.
So I walked out and just went like clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, it kind of tripped and just headbutted the wall on the far side or something.
In the exact moment where
Alright.
you were gloriously and confidently like, and that's my plan. Thump.
Yeah.
All right. 3 attacks against the tree of
I
reasonable
mean,
damage.
you are cutting this thing down. It's thick. It looks like it was put there specifically to prevent people from getting by.
There
Well,
we go.
there
There
you
we go.
You explode the tree, probably.
Those are a lot of green things.
That may be the case, but we need to know how I explode the tree.
All right.
Oh no!
You
oh,
explode the
no.
corridor. Well, so the tree's gone. And roll some
The
damage.
most violent
And
way.
a dexterity
I'm taking it as
check.
good- I'm taking it as good news that I went this way.
Oh, it is good news for you. There's the dex save. That's reasonable enough. What is this gonna be? I guess
I think it's 8 dice 6.
8 dice 6. That's the one.
And then you take half that in damage because it exploded in your face.
So I got a crit on the attack roll, a crit on the damage, and then the additional 19. Damn, that's pretty good stuff. Alrighty, 24 damage. That's actually a very, very good result for 8d6.
Yeah. So you
for me.
blast not only the door, well, the tree, but the door and much of the corridor, leaving just kind of this smoking hole in front of you. And there's there's a big room beyond that you can see into.
And it's full of happy.
Yeah, so there are 3 mind flayers in there.
Oh, fucking why?
They look to be doing something to the tree, but as door and tree explode past, actually, they probably need to make reflex saves.
Oh, God.
I somehow don't think you get a stealth check on this one.
Are mind flayers just not listed for 5th edition?
Well, the room gave you an A for effort.
Huh.
Oh, hey, the office doesn't have a letter.
If there's one thing that actually does terrify Greg, it's mind flayers. Because he
Yeah.
came very close to dying.
The hell? Okay, I have to grab my
And-
monster manual.
He very shortly thereafter gained the item that actually made him, conscious,
Well,
self-aware.
If you feel like you're in danger, just hit that button in the corner and you'll call the Avengers.
But
What's the Avengers logo has the A with one side shorter than the other.
So
oh yeah, that is the Avengers A.
Yeah.
I looked up Mind Flayer on Google Images to see if somebody had like scanned the sheet.
Uh-huh.
The answer is no, but like the second row of responses is a sexy female Mind Flayer, which is not what I was expecting.
Oh my god. That is really, really odd looking.
You will never
Yeah.
escape Rule 34.
Yeah.
Sexy mind flares. Oh. Oh.
It's actually surprisingly
Oh.
hard to find which ones are Rule 34 and which ones are official D&D images, because you'll find pictures of like a muscular Mind Flayer man just like with his tentacle mouth all over the face of another character, but like but it's mind flaying, I guess. But it looks like its own Rule 34.
Okay. Anyway, so you managed to blast one with a tree. So it takes I guess it probably just takes the fireball
brunt.
damage.
Yeah.
But you this guy gets kind of nailed to the wall by tree bits and door. The other guy like
Greg-
managed to dive
Greg
out of the way.
knows how to make a damn entrance.
Drez, even from that distance, you hear a tremendous bang crash, and like all of the table bits around you kind of rattle.
Shake.
God damn it. I made it one room.
Yeah, you made it literally one room before Greg shenaniganed you into plot. I'm sorry. You're welcome.
You don't know if
Greg
it's
is going to
plot yet,
run
you
away.
just found another tree in a druid campaign.
I don't know if the
you're
mind
running?
flayers are chasing him or something, but Greg is going to actually just like bolt.
Is Mind Flayer cowardice a trait now?
I think it's a fine trait.
Maybe they'll forget you were there.
I'm going to run into room F and I'm going to be like, Drez, where are you?
Or are we not rolling initiative?
Not yet. They if Greg had stuck around, that would be initiative. Otherwise,
Yeah.
maybe not. He got out of there before he saw what they're up to, so he doesn't know what's going on.
I'm surprised by the free fleeing. Well, now I'm gonna go check it out. And I don't know that he ran by.
Okay, so
Oh my
you,
God.
unfortunately,
Where do I land?
I'd say you're like down here when you spot them making their way out.
Sword dimension.
Sword dimension?
That's my
Oh.
association with Mind Flayers.
You guys are just gonna have phobias, and these are
That
your
time.
primary antagonists.
We'll learn to get over it, I guess. But for now, Greg, pretty
Anyway,
scared
now
shitless
you
of
roll
mind
for
flayers.
initiative.
Yet. That's a lot of not goods. Go away, Dragon Drez. You're not real anymore.
Wow.
Wah. Great
Oh,
news, everyone.
There's a benefit. It's that Mind Flayers have shitty initiative.
Because the game wants you to get an opportunity to run
Oh,
away.
that was Skitter's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're fucked. Because I thought the Mind Flayers had a 23.
Nope.
Oh, no.
No, they rolled a 2. And then they only have a +1. These things are not quick on the uptake.
That's fine. They're meant to destroy you. So.
Yep. So you have 3 Mind Flayers that are that look quite pissed off.
Oh, that's the
You know,
worst
usually-
emotion for them to have.
Usually they look just kind of disinterested in you, but it looks like you actually interrupted something important. Or
Oh.
Greg did. I guess you've just shown up. You don't
Yeah.
entirely know what happened.
Well. Skitter's turn.
Okay, so Skitter is pretty far back. I guess he's gonna stand directly above you. I'll just put him over here. And try and hit the front one.
Have Mind Flayers had ranged attacks before?
Nice. Oh. Wow. Damn.
God damn.
56 damage.
Uh,
With, like, crazy knockback, too.
yeah.
Man, those Mind Flayers are actually going to... They gotta be
They're
so
not happy.
pissed off right now.
So that one actually looks
It's like a cartoon
almost dead already.
where they're like walking into a tavern and like rolling their sleeves up for a fight, and they just get thrown out the front door and just like go and like roll up their
Immediately.
sleeves and walk back in over and over again.
Okay, so Greg, it is your turn. You have fled into the room, only for Drez to ignore you and keep going to see what's going on. And Skitter, realizing Drez might be in trouble, and runs after him more or less in the same go. And then you hear, kind of a zap bang situation.
I was
Alrighty.
going for more of we conveniently missed each other like a
Oh yeah,
Kind of
it was
barbaric.
exactly
Probably,
that.
yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if Greg didn't see Drez just walk by and then be like, no, Drez, why?
Okay, so I get to about here with one move. So I guess I have to take the double move to get there. No, wait, I forgot I have the shoes of walk a little bit faster. So I get to here with the one move.
shoes of walk a little bit faster.
Alrighty, well, I guess what I'm gonna do is... Did I give that bow away, or do I still have it?
You still have the bow.
Alright. But there's no way I can hit anything unless I can hit that Mind Flare way back there. Screw it. I'm gonna William Tell over Drez's
I believe
body.
the longbow's range is 120 feet. Like, it's not short.
I just re-
Yeah, that'll be able to hit from here.
I just
think-
remembered that you were shooting elf vegetables at people.
Yeah, I think I can just barely hit that guy.
Okay.
All right. I need to actually, if I'm adopting this weapon, I need to add it to my weapon slots. Can you tell me the stats on it real quick?
Okay, it's a +2 longbow, so +2 to hit, 1d8 +2. I don't think, no, this is not the variety that adds strength or anything. I don't think you add
No.
a stat for damage in 5th edition. There's a
Yeah, that
composite
doesn't
longbow in a mighty composite longbow in 3rd edition where you get to add your strength.
Okay.
I don't know about
damage
this one.
type, 1d8 +2, crit damage.
It doesn't do extra damage on a crit. It does something else.
Oh, okay, fun stuff. And this is a dex weapon, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I'll
Okay.
just set the crit to 1d8. Just go with that.
Okay.
It still does something else, but anyway.
Sure thing. Whatever you say, boss. Alrighty, let's see if I entered all that incorrectly. There we go. That went poorly.
Yeah. You do get multiple attacks, though.
Oh yeah. There we go. That went
That
better.
does hit. Okay. So the arrow flies through the air and hits the thing. And
God, he's having such a bad day.
he is having a really bad day. What's your not dark vision. I don't know if make a
cannot
perception check, probably.
Sure. That was deception, sorry. That's better?
Yeah, no, you can't see what's going on back there. Anyway, Drez, it's your turn. You have 2 mind flayers coming for you. And past experiences usually tell you they like
This is
to
a negative
do bad
experience. This is a negative experience. Pass wall.
You dick.
Wait, pass wall?
Yeah.
I thought pass wall just creates a passage.
Yeah.
He's getting out of the way and letting me be the tank.
No.
He put a big black box. That's not how pass wall works.
It's how I used it to get here.
Well, you opened a passage. You didn't close it off. I don't think you can just
Yeah, you
create like.
Yeah, pass wall is only openings.
Yeah, I created an opening in the floor.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
A 10-foot
Oh,
I thought-
hole in the hallway.
I couldn't tell what you were doing, sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were putting, like, effectively filling in the wall between. Anyway.
Oh no, I would use
so
Wall of Force or Stone Melt or something like that.
Okay, so you
Right.
put a pit trap.
Yeah,
Between.
that's 10 feet long.
Huh.
A very obvious pit trap.
Yeah.
but I have Thorn Whip.
Fair enough. Okay. So you do that, and they look a little bit more pissed off.
I've never seen them do a ranged attack. I think they were in that one pit before.
Okay. So
They have ranged
the
attacks.
one in
They
the
hurt.
back is going to just pick himself up and walk up. I guess he'll be like... Oh, he can't do anything. I guess he'll just be back here. You notice that there's something growing off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, let's see. And then the other two are going to... they kind of wiggle their tentacles, and then they float
Yeah.
in front of
Oh.
them.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Ah.
No.
They can levitate. And they are coming for you. Or would they?
This is
No,
bullshit.
actually, what probably happens is one of them levitates towards you, and then the other... Okay.
What?
Everybody
No.
needs to make an int save.
Oh, wait, I'm good at those now. We're not brainless anymore.
Okay.
Oh, look.
You notice, Drez and... So, Drez, you fall limp.
Yay.
Greg, you notice Skitter, who is hiding up on the ceiling. He is now hanging by his boots from the ceiling. Completely...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And the other one, the Mind Flayer in front, is going to float menacingly towards Drez.
I'm in a battle of the wits with the mind flayers. Wait,
Anyway.
I'm smart now. I can win.
Okay, and... Okay, Drez and Skitter take 14 damage.
Wow, that's a
from-
really, really, really lucky roll for you guys.
Yes.
Everything's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's going wrong at all. All the plans are going according to plan.
Okay. Then Skitter is going to wake back up, and
Kikaku.
Skitter wakes up and then immediately hides. Nope, wait, no, that's not the right one anyway.
Skitter has an int of 14?
What?
Good.
No. His, Skitter's intelligence is 18.
Wow. Good for
Jesus.
him.
Yeah. He's got 18 intelligence and 8 wisdom.
I have the
Anyway.
lowest
Oh.
intelligence in the party.
So Skitter hides himself in the ceiling, I guess. Not deception, it's that. Anywho, so he just...
Oh,
Actually, no.
shit.
He rolls a natural 1. I guess he's just there. Skitter's just there looking upset about things. Anyway.
I found Dragon Dress.
Yeah, you did. Get him out of there.
I was just clicking.
Anyway.
I was trying to click out of something and I clicked on Dragon. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I just moved him off screen. Anyway, Greg, it's your turn. There's a mind flayer
Alright.
that is menacing your buddy.
Not my acquaintance, Drez. Alright, I can reach with a single move action.
Yep.
You just got a volleyball
and
spike him into the hole.
I am... That's a really, really, really good idea. I'm just gonna throw my shoulder into him and knock him into the pit. Wait, he's
Okay,
levitating. That's
yeah.
stupid. I can't do that.
That's why I said volleyball spike, not shove him.
What's the point in putting somebody in a pit if you float out of it like ET? No. We're gonna
Balls
just
can
do
close.
the attack on him. Hit him with an axe.
Okay.
And then another axe.
He's looking pretty upset and pretty wounded.
That's good. Good for him.
Okay, and Drez, you get to make an int save.
That's
All right.
better.
You feel better. You are also being straddled by Greg.
Yeah.
Gonna crawl over here.
Okay.
I
let's see.
can't click on the rotating thing. There we go.
So the mind flayers are going to... Let's see, only one of them actually... Here, I'm gonna Let's see. The other mind flayers are going to.
I forgot. Do I do an
Oh,
action, or
jeez.
is it getting? Wait, getting
No,
up's half
it's at the
movement,
end
though,
of
isn't it?
your. It's the end of your turn that you get the ability to do it.
Oh.
Ah. Mind flayer spellcasters are kind of shitty. Oh well. Let me look this up. So, Greg, you are hit by a spell.
Okay.
What the hell? Okay, let's go with this one. So, you're hit by a black beam. Maybe. Oh. That's neat. Let's see. And it misses. Never mind, you are not hit by anything. And then the other one is... Can't lightning bolt you. You know what? Everything in front of you, Greg, turns kind of glassy looking.
Huh.
Like somebody just put up a big pane of glass in front of you.
Can I look behind me and see if it's also that way?
No.
Okay, so it's just.
I guess
in
you
front
would
of me.
recognize it as a wall of force, because Drez has used that already.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly Google what that spell does. Don't mind me.
Okay. Let's see. And that's their turn. Skitter is going to properly try and rehide himself. With much success. And then you don't know where he goes. Let's see. Greg and Drez. You guys are cut off from the mind flares. And it looks like they're... You're not sure what they're going to do.
Interesting. I don't really know how spells work in D&D.
Actually, Greg, make another int save.
Oh, I'm good at those now.
Okay, you're fine. You notice that the mind flare on the other side of the pit is kind of staring at you intently, more intently than others. And you feel kind of like a painful tug, but you resist. I don't know.
Gross.
Yeah.
So do I have to, like, kind of pre-decide what spells I want to prepare and have learned and stuff like that?
Generally, I would prefer it if you did, yes.
Okay. So I can't just, like, drop a disintegrate on here because I
I don't think you can know disintegrate anyway. I think that's too high for you.
Oh, yeah, that's a 6th level spell. You're right.
Yeah, you will never learn disintegrate.
Well, that just took care of that. Cool. Well, I guess...
Oh, were you planning on disintegrating the barrier?
I was planning on disintegrating the wall of force.
Our multi-classing and wizard, you'll be there at level 22.
Well, if you delay your action, I can try to dispel the wall of force.
You can't dispel it.
Yeah, Drez.
Oh, right, you can't, can you?
Yeah, as a person that has cast the spell, you know that you cannot dispel wall of force.
Alrighty. Cool. So, whoop.
Okay.
Better part of Alodrez.
As you just flee.
Discretion!
If I just made a second wall of force out of spite.
Oh.
Trap Greg in, so he just gets mind blasted.
I just make it a double pane.
Oh, I see.
It's a mutual wall of force that
both
both
yeah?
sides have.
How about this? Wall of force.
I can do that too. Not special.
I'm a dragon. I mean,
distracting me that there's just a tree floating on top of that bookcase.
It's like the chopped up exploded pieces of tree, but yes.
I should delete that.
Yeah.
Goodbye, tree.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't hurt them. I can't cast any spells through it.
I was looking at their spell list, and all of their spells are non-violent. I'm like, what the hell would these guys do in combat if they can't do Mind Blast?
Is a pretty high level spell too. That's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, they can do
Funky.
telekinesis, hallucinatory terrain. I guess confusion might have worked too.
Suck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
All right.
so Drez, it's your turn.
I'm looking for clever ideas, but I kind of don't have any.
There's nothing. You can't really clever your way through a wall of force like this.
Do I
don't know how
need to
far that
remind
was.
you you have teleporting shoes?
You have teleporting shoes.
Okay.
Do you really want to go mono out trio there and go against 3 mind flayers by yourself, though?
I don't know.
Maybe.
He was just saying he didn't have anything to use against the wall of force. I'm like,
I
walls
said
of force don't
clever
do.
I said clever ideas.
I just have to remind you that you have those shoes because it seems like they're.
I don't think
biggest
I've ever
tool
seen him use it.
He used it once straight into a mind flare pit, so I understand the hesitation.
I've teleported through a few other things, but I do largely have the ability to just fly instead.
Yeah.
Which is usually better.
Come with Greg.
Then I'm just going to
your
teleport in here.
friend. Hang out with Greg.
This is a known location that I know isn't full of death. Last time I checked 2 seconds ago.
Well. How long does pass wall last?
1 hour.
Okay.
And it's not a concentration spell.
Well, in that case, let me hide this area, because you have no idea what's going on there anymore.
Spooky.
Alrighty, so I guess we're totally disengaged now. They can't come through our side, so I'm just gonna move freely for now then. Drez! Wait, no. Drez! Where are you?
Every time.
Sorry, I had to act in character.
Speaking of acting in character, I hear Greg's voice that way, so
Greg's not a great party leader, but he also doesn't get results.
you are alone right now.
I was able to hold the party together for one room and part of a hallway. And then I found mind flayers.
We literally made it into the table room. And then
Before we started today, somebody was like, you know, what's Alarin's purpose in the party? And I was just like, she's there, but she's also the only reason why anybody goes in a direction at the same time.
And we have seen that without her, boy, that becomes an insurmountably difficult goal. This is ridiculous. We're not even close to me. We're like 90 feet apart from each other right now. God damn it. And there's no way I can think to like actually make this more effective. Like, Greg's leadership skills are that poor.
I will be right back, I'm sorry.
Nah, fun peeing. God damn it.
Drawing arrows.
It's frustrating in the sense of like me being a player of this game, but like it's totally natural that these characters would be that terrible at staying in a party together. But I'm just like, oh, stay together, you fucks.
The secret is to just accept your fate that you may lose.
If I lose just because I can't get Drez to stay in the same room with me, then well, at least that is not unexpected.
That is a bed that is well made.
Yeah, really. Skidder would be a great leader if he didn't have the, charisma and shyness of a wet paper towel.
And the translucence of something you can't see.
Yeah.
He's just always gone.
I mean, I imagine he's just kind of like a loner guy who always pictures himself as like the misunderstood protagonist of an anime. He's like, nobody understands my goblinness.
Skitter's the all hot topic.
Yeah.
What?
Where I picture, I don't know. My headcanon of Skidder is that he's like really emo. And it's just like, no one understands me. This is why he's always invisible. To be fair, we don't really do that good of a job of understanding Skitter.
To be fair, he literally knows he's not a player character.
It's true.
Oh yeah, he's
canonically-
existentially crushed.
He knows that he's a
Constantly.
video game character in a video game, basically.
Yeah.
He's like
Skitter
Deadpool,
knows
but without
basically
the
as soon as-
self-confidence.
Yeah. Skitter knows that as soon as we stop playing, he basically stops existing for a week.
It's not even insecurity at that point. He just literally knows that he matters less.
Yeah.
The nihilistic terror of knowing that you're a D&D character.
The
That's
best
not
part
played
is
by
that
a
Skitter
person.
doesn't realize that he's the most popular character because his metagame knowledge doesn't go that far. I don't
No, he
think.
doesn't know what
He doesn't have
fans think.
subreddit knowledge.
Yeah, he doesn't. So he doesn't know that like people actually adore him, which is like actually the saddest fucking thought I've ever had. Oh my god. Oh wow. That's hilarious.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry, I've been medicating my migraines with caffeine to keep myself alert. Unfortunately,
That's
that
That
means
call.
can't backfire.
everything is going
Being.
straight through me. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see. So you guys have split up again.
Yay,
Greg, you
we
find
did
nothing
it.
of interest in that room. It has been thoroughly checked.
The majority of characters and monsters in play are currently off camera.
Alrighty, I guess
We
I'm
have
gonna
two characters
walk.
who are divided.
I'm gonna walk into room number I. Drez!
Okay,
That,
so you
that'll require
find
some explanation.
you find a room that is I mean, I guess you've been in here, but now that you're actually like in and looking at it, there are a couple more bodies than you thought. There's actually like a big almost like plug of busted tables just jammed in here. Like over here.
Yeah.
And it has like limbs sticking out of it and stuff. It looks like
Ew.
there was a backwash and then a de-backwash or whatever
Ew.
of table bits, and it might have pulped some people.
You also most likely immediately spotted me.
Yeah, you-
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you do also notice that Drez is meandering down the other corridor.
There's no
Is
door
that-
or anything blocking.
Is that ruler supposed to be there? Okay.
That was me showing the spot
Okay.
via my ability to etch and sketch temporarily.
Stop. That's really annoying. Drez! Drez! They put up a force wall. We weren't able to hurt them.
Yes, I was there.
So that's why I ran away. I see you ran away too.
I see you're very secure and you're running away.
Yeah, it was good times. All right, come with me.
Anyway,
I think
no.
I think I know the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
You first.
Wait. We gotta run. I'm trying to get away from them. I think the way out of here is like through this rubble.
That's where they came from.
Oh, how do you know that?
I was there?
Oh, why don't you tell us there were mind flayers?
I was dragon and table and flood. Things
You
have
gotta work on your
happened.
communication skills, buddy. Let me tell you something. Whenever
that's
I
not
have
where
a
they-
thought,
Right. That's
whenever
not where
I
they
have a
came
thought,
from.
I
that's
immediately
where the
share
mind
it.
flayer zombies came from.
yeah. What the
They
hell?
were shittier. You beat them.
Those were mind flayer zombies.
The mind flayers did come from this direction too. You did notice
Oh.
the mind flayers with them. It's just the zombies came
Oh,
alongside.
did I also see the normal mind flayers?
Yeah.
I remember you seeing the normal mind flayers.
I just remember the ones that were half skull, half.
Wait, those were mind flayer zombies that I killed?
Yes, they definitely had squiddy bits on them.
Greg no longer feels afraid of mind flayers.
Because you killed zombie versions of them.
I mean,
That's
what's the
like
difference
being
between a
less
zombie and a
afraid
real
of
thing?
bears because you managed to kill like a bear cub.
This is like
Yeah.
a gross.
I think it's
This
fair
is a-
play.
This is like a grossly inaccurate Greg way of interpreting how vaccines work. You're inoculated to mind flayers now because you fought a shitty lump of one.
that means I'm better at flaying their minds. I have the thing that makes me smart now, right? So my mind cannot be flayed, for it has got more squiggly wiggles in it.
For every point of smarts that thing gave you, it gave you 2 points in confidence in your smarts.
Oh no. Yeah. All right.
I'm just
New
imagining Greg
rule.
thinks he has an intelligence of like 30.
Greg is like really smart, but also somehow like Dunning-Kruger as well. So he's like smart, but thinks he's like really, really smart.
He's past the bell curve to the other side of the Dunning-Kruger effect.
He's got too much Dunning, not enough Kruger going on. All right, I'm no longer afraid of mind flayers. We need to kill them, right, Drez?
I mean, if you had too much Kruger, you'd be the mind flayers.
I don't know what that means. Open door!
Don't you have American history?
Okay, the door is locked.
Not for long.
Does Greg know Nightmare on Elm Street?
No. Anyway, the door is not locked anymore.
All right.
So you find a simple storeroom. It looks like the water damage has gotten to it a little bit.
Who cares?
Wait, so why'd your direction change?
What?
You like
Whose
almost
direction?
went through the front door.
Oh, because it's blocked up with shit. And then I
Oh.
realized we can kill the mind flayers.
Ah. Yeah, many things are vulnerable to X.
Yep. If
Yeah,
I can
so
kill
that-
the zombie version, I can kill the real things.
That's
that room
definitely how all
has-
things work.
Has barrels and boxes, nothing that Greg is currently interested in.
Yep. Greg is mostly interested in where are mind flayers and how can he squish. Guys, there's nothing
Okay.
in there. I mean, there's some stupid crap for dummies.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to see now.
Oh my god. Oh god. I'm getting so annoyed.
So
As a player, I'm getting so frustrated
These-
with this.
these barrels and these boxes are filled almost entirely with poison.
Nice finding, dumb nuts.
Like
Hmm.
that there are casks just filled with not
Just a significant amount of poison.
good for people. Yeah, there's some like it almost looks like dry as a person that is fairly familiar with the smell and taste of poison. This is just all poison: dried poison, goop poison, liquid poison, poison.
I pick up a barrel of poison.
Okay, you pick up
Oh no.
a small cask of poison.
I don't really like that being in Drez's hands, but what you gonna do?
I mean, he breathes poison out, so
I do also breathe poison.
yeah, if you wanted to, you could just start collecting that shit.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
just puking into a jar.
Oh, Ah,
Instead of Girardi, it's
gross.
less good.
special.
Ah, God. This is just for you. I thought you'd like it. I made it myself. Oh, Greg keeps moving. All right. Are there mind flayers in here? Greg does not
Okay.
check to see if the door is locked. He assumes it is and busts into it anyway.
Oh no.
Okay, so you ram the door as hard as you can, completely disregarding the fact that it is covered in tree roots and vines and stuff, binding it closed. And you find yourself in a room with two treants and one scared-ass looking druid.
I forget if the Treants and the Druids on the same side.
They are.
Okay.
Good
Asking if
news.
orcs and ogres are on the same team.
Investigation
Okay.
check.
You see...
Wait, what are you investigating?
I'm just
I don't think
I'm
you have
wondering.
Please
time to investigate.
I'm trying to
describe
figure
how-
out why. I'm trying to figure out why what they're afraid of.
They're
I
afraid
mean you
of-
no harm. I'm not a mind flayer.
As if like they needed to be told.
the druid had his hand up with kind of like a, you know, Sikkim boys
Oh my god, is Greg
action.
engaging in diplomacy?
Greg
And
is
he
engaging in
is
diplomacy.
stopped because he's confused because I don't think this guy knows that he's specifically looking for Greg. If it were anyone else, he might recognize. Mostly
All right.
Lauren. He pauses and he's like, who?
There are mind flayers nearby. We want to kill them. Do you want to help?
That's why I locked myself in here.
Oh. Oh. Might be. Well, since I let you out,
Since I let you
want-
out of
you wanna-
of your own barricade.
you wanna come help us kill him?
Uh,
Now that I've saved you from your barricade.
I'll give you a gold coin. I don't know how much they're really worth.
Gold is worthless in a, non-imperialistic society. But
Hold on, we can work something out. Let me see what I got. Greg dumps some rocks on the ground. You want
He
any of
looks
these?
at the rocks, completely
You're-
dumbfounded.
You're a druid. You like things like this.
I
Right?
have plenty of rocks. It's okay. I don't need more rocks. I think. But who are you and why are you here? Why are you exterminating the mind flayers?
Because they tried to kill me earlier and I didn't like it. But then I learned
You're
I
going
can kill
wildly
them.
out of your way for this, apparently. Well, well, random stranger, I guess
Random stranger who has broken into our facility.
All right. Wait. This is a Greg internal monologue. Greg remembers that he's actually been on a quest killing lots and lots of druids. So Greg realizes that he needs to give a nom de plume. My name is Nom de Plume.
Oh no.
He doesn't look very convinced. You care to run that by me again? I don't think you even know what that word means.
I mean, my name is Guy Incognito. Shit.
All right, guy. I know that's not your real name, but anyway, look, if you're here for the mind flayers, I don't mind helping you out, though you should probably leave immediately. I can turn a blind eye, but you should well, maybe I can put in a good word with you upstairs. Anyway, if jeez.
You can put in a good word for me.
Hey,
Credits
you-
will do fine.
are you being condescending?
No.
Did you break in here to
No.
kill mind flayers or insult me?
I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Now that we're on the same leave, we should get a plan of action.
Same leaf, which is also a synonym for page. But he's a druid.
I'm picturing the druids just never stop making, like, in casual conversation, they just make, like, nature puns constantly. Like, oh, you won't believe what I saw today.
I like this canon. I don't think I'll stick to it. Yeah, I just
Because he said stick.
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
just don't have that much of a. That's pretty much the extent of my ability to pun. Both of those were.
meddling with his jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The second one was
It's okay,
unintentional.
Wander, I'm rooting for you.
Anyway, so we need to form a bit of a game plan. I guess I can't hide here forever. Oh boy, I'm
Well, let me tell you what my plan
I mean,
was.
if he has timeless
It was
body already, he
find
kind of
them.
can.
And then Greg, like, indicates to his axe, put this
Well,
into their organs
I-
and bones.
guess that's fairly straightforward.
Yep.
Well, I guess you don't have much to worry about with the corruption. Well then, yes, I suppose, if you're willing to take the front lines, then maybe we can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so, he seemingly is, he's starting to gather his stuff, you know, he wasn't exactly fully prepared. It looks like he has, he actually has a longbow much like yours. But it's a bit bigger.
Uh-oh. Greg's intimidated.
Mine's bigger. I'm just having trouble getting over the fact that his face is just a bundle of sticks.
Yeah, that was a fan submission. I was like, I like it. I'll go
There's
with
like
it.
a robe hiding under there, right?
Yeah,
Kinda.
there's a hood. But no,
There's
he
a
really is
little
just
hint
like
of
a
dark green.
robe. He is really just a robe with sticks, like, sticking out of the hood.
I don't know if Greg's realized he's talking to a thing that doesn't even have like a face.
Nope.
Just hasn't. It's like it's person shaped. I'm not looking that
Well,
closely.
what's your name, pal?
Oh, 1 second, let me check the Reddit threads. I need some more, like, serious name submissions, guys. Like, people watching this stream and video, please head over to the Reddit. Give me more names. I'm starting to run out of reasonable ones, and we're starting to run into really dumb names.
Derptronicus Zaptheratroid.
Joe Dude Real.
I mean, if I have to, I will start pulling from that video specifically.
Just
I
keep an instance of WoW running and just hit random over and over again.
I could do that, yeah.
That's how you get such spectacular names as Banana Ran.
I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water from the kitchen.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that one.
Can you name him Fifi?
No.
Oh.
My name is Maros Angrevel.
Writing that down.
I'm just imagining, like, Greg has
Angryville.
found, like, a pencil or something, and, like, just scratches it into his armor to remember
You just
people's
break
names.
off one of the sticks to write his name.
All right, Maros Angryville. Tell you
Sure.
what, if we run into any more druids, tell them we mean no harm. They'll
I'm sorry.
probably believe you over me. What on account of my ferocious death-like appearance?
I'm sorry, is his last name Angryville?
It's more like and gravel.
And gravel.
There's the exact spelling.
Huh.
Maros and gravel.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
I'm going to need you to lead the way. Unfortunately, well,
what's
the
behind
for-
that door?
Oh, that's just the barracks, the sleeping quarters. Don't worry, nobody's in there.
All right.
That sounds suspicious.
And
Can the treants
he
even fit through
is
doors?
gonna follow Greg, look to his right, see Drez, and immediately go back into the room with a yelp. Oh!
God damn it, Drez. You fucked
You.
up my plan. Perfect diplomacy. Ruined. Ruined. Because of your horrible poison fluid sac odor.
I close the door.
There's kind of a squeak from
Perfect.
within.
Perfect. Perfect plan, perfect execution, everything worked out great.
Hey, Drez, where's Maros?
Who?
Maros, the guy we were just talking to.
We're the only ones here. Just gaslighting him, apparently. Deception. Shit.
I'm gonna roll.
That would
what's
be-
the- I guess, against that. So
Specifically, it would be. Is there insight? It's insight versus deception.
okay, sure. I will roll that just to be proper. Okay. I
Well, it's the same thing,
no.
honestly.
I remember talking to somebody who wasn't you and wasn't Skitter. Pretty sure there was a dude named Maros. Why would you lie to me,
Are we
Chris?
giving the mass murderers names now?
Ah. Greg goes back and opens the door.
You notice, so you... Oh, shoot, what would happen?
I don't know. What would happen? Drez, why'd you go into the barracks?
You gotta convince him he imagined it now.
Okay, so Drez, you enter into a room
Oh boy.
with a small portion of the scream. And...
Scream?
Yeah, the scream that you drew in the top left
Oh.
corner, like a stream or two ago. There are, you recognize these things. You've killed these things before. There's
Oh
a
no,
bunch
that's
of
not a
the
good way to
little,
start a sentence.
the little seedling things, and they're all kind of like huddled on the far side of the room. And they kind of like Kadama at you a little bit.
They could dumb.
Yeah. They like kind of do the shutter clicky thing, whatever the Kadamas do.
Oh, the thing where they all like simultaneously hide under their hats?
Also that. I was thinking Kodama from Princess Mononoke.
Oh, I haven't seen that since I was like 8.
Oh. That's good.
So for me, Kodama is just Neo.
Wait,
Now,
these
there
are
was a giant
Kadamas that we're
wolf,
killing?
and there was
They're too
blood.
adorable.
I mean, they are kind of cute. They were trying to kill you earlier.
That's you.
Oh. You're basically murdering the forest's babies.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, they weren't described as being adorable doll creatures.
I mean, at the time, shit was on fire and something very big was crashing through buildings to try and kill you.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
feel
thing
like
was
that
cool.
details were particularly necessary.
Oh, by
Anyway,
the way, they're
I'm gonna
adorable.
read someone's diary.
Okay. Admittedly, I probably should have removed the diary, but there is one diary in there. There's not 4. There's just one.
No,
And
it's Pokemon Blue. I'm just gonna go from bed to bed and read every document one
Okay.
by one.
Well, you find out that in fact they're all one journal, and each one of them is only one entry because
That
this
is
person
Pokemon right
has
there.
no sense of
They just
conservation.
keep losing the goddamn journal.
Yeah.
Getting a new one.
Yeah. So
That's the most
Turns out-
believable thing
turns
I've
out-
ever
turns
heard
out
of in
those
a
are all
D&D
the same person's
campaign.
bed too.
so the entry
Somebody who is so into bureaucracy they fill out their own diary and and quadruplicate.
Yep. So
Anyway.
the summation of the first part of the diary set is it's talking about the tender trying to grow treants in Zagnoth and having trouble doing it. That
The tender?
Yeah, as in like tree tender or tender of plants, not chicken tender.
Oh, Tinder?
Mm.
Sure. But so they were trying to grow treants in the soil, and it was not working, that there was way too much like corruption and stuff. And you notice that this date is like 400 years old.
Whoa. You're reading the annals of history.
That's an old journal.
Facebook?
No, older. MySpace.
Even older. Wait till you get to the far left of the room when you're opening a Friendster and LiveJournal.
Ah.
No, at that point it's bulletin boards only.
At some point, it's just a literal message in a bottle, but in a journal.
You keep going around the room, and eventually it's cave drawings on the lower section.
All right.
Okay, so that's entry number 1.
Okay. More book?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he
Nothing's
done
attacked
examining
me,
the
I
books then?
guess.
Yeah. Okay. So entry
We
number
have to
2 is a
find
little
every entry as a series of 50 collectibles throughout the campaign.
bit. No. Anyway, the second one,
God.
you notice, by the way, the seedlings kind of back away from you, and they're like they're kind of like keeping their distance.
If they
So
started
this
coming
one-
after me, I was going to open a 10-foot hole in the floor.
You really like those.
It's a fun
Okay.
skill to have. And I also like the idea of all of the monsters on this floor just being stuck on the previous floor.
Well, you at this point are no longer directly above the previous dungeon. You have no idea what's below you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It would be the bed of chaos.
Yeah. Anyway, so you find entry number 2. This is in a different hand. A little bit more recent. No date given, but the journal seems newer. And it's talking about how, attempts to fix the soil have not, improved, and that, for whatever reason, there's like extreme lasting harm to the entire area, and they can't figure out why, and it's really frustrating for them.
So what we seem to be finding out is that the corruption that comes in cycles. Or presumably, since this was all framed as like the ruin of Zagnoth was recently not ruined, I assume.
Yeah.
It technically
Well, not
hasn't
that
been
recent.
established. But not 400 years ago.
Oh yeah, it has to be that comes in cycles. You're right. That's the only
It's the-
explanation that makes
We're
sense.
reading journals from the Forerunners.
This is the room of backstory.
Wait till we get to the next room when we find out about the Reapers.
The room of backstory that Greg is never going to know because Dry sure as shit isn't going to share it with him.
I am significantly more likely to share information than Alarin.
Now you can see the rest of the room, and there are some like a bunch of chests and barrels in one side.
Oh,
Yeah.
those seedlings are going to be upset.
They're
When I
starting to
walk
climb over the
directly
chests
towards
and
them.
barrels. Anyway. So that's
They're not
the
gonna
end
like
of that
it when I
channel.
walk directly at them.
Yep.
But part 3 of the read every book in the row in the braid
Okay.
transitional screen.
This one is dated, and it's about, I want to say, 20 years ago. And it's talking about how, crops are dying again and all of the wildlife has kind of left the area. And that it's, once again really frustrating because this is one of those like seats of natural power. A lot of life goes through Zagnoth, and once again all the treants won't grow or don't grow well or grow up crazy and stuff like that. And, druid magic gets kind of wonky, and it's once again really, really frustrating. And they're trying to find kind of a solution, but once again no one is really letting the druids look into this. That bureaucracy seems to be more important than figuring out why the crops fail every 100 years.
To be
or
fair,
50 years.
apparently when the druids look into things, they kill everyone. They're really friendly folk. The guy from the next room is going to wander in here like, I see you found our barracks/museum.
Greg, you notice that the door is sealing itself up again.
I tried to open up this door before Drez imparted the world of backstory upon us.
Pretty much as soon as Drez closed the door, the guy realized it was a safer idea to seal the door off again.
You're going to have to do you're just going to break it down.
You break the door down again, and you find a druid that is very scared and is on the other side of the room, hiding behind both of his treants.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Aha! And why are
I
you
just
with
keep
the
breaking
exterminator?
The what?
You saw him. The betrayer, I don't know what to call him.
You mean Drez?
Dress, yes. I mean, You must have been there. The signs. He left the signs in so much destruction.
Oh my god, it's coming back. Oh, you mean, Drez
I
was here?
feel like the timing of this goddamn, like, parallel edit conversation that's happening between these two scenes. I'm gonna reach the bottom of the 4th entry, and it's gonna be like, Drez was here. And I'm like, no!
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. I actually killed everything. Drez just, like, he wrote his name down, but it actually wasn't him. Oh,
So-
but I'm not gonna hurt you.
But you... But you've killed other... You killed Tablemancer.
To be fair, we busted into Tablemancer's house.
That's
not what, to be fair,
not
means.
helping. That really does not prove your case at all.
He's just walking away. We're good at this.
Drez. Drez. Oh, what the hell? I see all like the little Koroks.
Just see like 20 eyes glowing at you.
I'm gonna leave this be. Drez is Greg is 0 for 2 on rooms right now. Actually, he's 0 for 3. He found mind flares, he's terrorized a dude, and then he opened up a room and saw a billion Koroks.
I mean, that's more interesting than the rooms where you're like, I don't care.
You know,
I
I
was
guess
looking
since
for
we're
you.
here, I might as well reveal this thing. Ooh.
What? Oh, the stupid ass scream thing.
I couldn't reveal it earlier because
We'll
it
be
was kind
selling
of...
that as official merch next week.
Is he looking at a poop and he's like scared?
I mean, if
of
you
it?
want to, I
No,
could probably
that's the-
trace over that
that's-
thing and make a shirt.
That's the fence that's behind the scream.
That's definitely he's
The scream
he
standing
saw
on like
poop
a
on the
bridge or
ground
something.
and he's like, "Oh no! How did somebody shit on the floor?"
Is Drez was here going to turn out to be like a would you kindly? Where I'm just repeating it and I don't know why. And it's just like the diary reveals the final mystery.
So
of the
I'm gonna
entire
be totally
campaign.
honest. You guys, in the first, I want to say 10 episodes, wrote the plot for the rest of the game by accident, and I've just been
I know.
like building off of what you did.
That's you're welcome, Wander.
I had a plot. I threw that away quick. Pretty much the moment Flesh Render went into the pit, I was like, well, that plot's gone. You guys are just going to ace everybody, and I give up.
that means I just topped the Henderson leaderboards with that tree token in episode 2.
You definitely topped it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, read the last diary and find out if you're actually Drez the Exterminator. I want to know. I'm curious.
Okay, so this last one does give you kind of an odd feeling as you read it. It's
Is
about-
it in my handwriting?
It is, but it's
What?
not. It's definitely similar to your handwriting, but it's not your handwriting. Mainly because you haven't written a damn thing down, in, as far as you know. But it definitely looks like something you would write, just based on like the sweeping of your strokes and whatnot. But it is talking about being really fed up in the city, and that a lot of other things, that nobody's listening anymore, and nobody is kind of realizing that the cycles are getting worse, and that it's not just once every 100 years, it's once every 10 years now, and that the Guardians and the Treants aren't growing, and that they've had to move out to other lands just to be able to do druidy things, and that's a serious problem, and that everybody just seems completely content to just not only feed into it, but like monopolize it if possible. And this whole cult is picked up in their absence. Almost as soon as they left the city, here's this kind of secretive cult that seemed to have gone through everything according to his contacts, and realizing it was almost kind of like they were waiting for him to leave so they could finally do what they wanted to do. and that was super infuriating, especially because they were starting to expand, and the land was getting sicker in the area, and eventually kind of coming to the conclusion that everything needed to die, starting with the druids.
Oh. Damn.
I turned towards the Koroks.
They're not next to you. I'm being lazy. They are perched on barrels and boxes and like hiding kind of from you.
Greg walks back in. Oh, all the Koroks are gone. Oh, wait, except for this one.
You can see the other ones. They're just all like trying to avoid Drez.
I'm gonna see how close I can get to one. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Yeah, so turns out, Drez, that Maros and Gravel, he don't like you. He called you, Drez the Exterminator.
Well, we'd hate for anyone to buck the trend.
I think that, you might be kind of like these guys' worst nightmare.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I mean,
really
I'm
doesn't
impressed.
sound like a bad thing.
Good job, dude. You know, I worked for, what was his name? Gorlar. I worked for Gorlar for like 10 years. I was known as like Greg the kill guy, or Greg stab good. I mean, that's what the ogres called me anyway. But nobody ever declared me as like the bane of their civilization. But you do it in like 2 months. Like, how, man? I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, how many castles have you destroyed?
I don't think I ever really destroyed the castle so much as I killed and ate everything that was inside of the castle. But does that count?
How big was it a sand castle? How did you eat
I
everything
had
in the
help.
castle?
I had help. The ogres helped eat things too.
We are not good people.
I mean, that was my background. The past is the past.
It's your tragic backstory.
But I mean, I don't feel that bad about it, but I feel kind of bad about it. Now that I'm smarter, I've realized that other people have feelings, and it's really quite mind-blowing.
Trying to decide whether or not I'm supposed to be like, whether my character should react like this is some grand gravity moment, the diary, or like Scott Pilgrim when he's reading the email about the challenge. He's like, "Oh my, this is so boring," and like just zones it out and moves on.
You can always roll a 1d2, man. That's what I do when I can't decide on something to do with the character. It's high-low.
Let's see. Yep.
Don't care. Alrighty.
And loot.
Okay.
First.
So the
I'm under
Koroks,
everything.
the Koroks, freaking the Kadama, more or less sprint out of the room. They're done being in here with you guys. They scuttle off down the hall. You have no idea where they're going.
Well, that was satisfying.
Could I become the bane of the mind flayers? How cool would that be? I just need to keep killing mind flayers.
Do they have reputations?
Yes. They're smart like me and stuff.
I'm unconvinced. Also, I'm invisible.
Yeah, you're on the wrong
I
layer.
am the mimic now.
Oh, right. Yeah, everything in that room is not a map detail. It's something I dragged out the other day. Anyway, so Rez resurfaces from underneath the treasure chest with
Scrooge
Honestly-
McDuck's out of the treasure.
you're kind of disappointed. Most of it is fertilizer.
Well,
I'm not surprised.
there's
This
trends
actually
here for sure.
This actually seems to be the gardening supply area.
I guess that's why it was filled with those. What are the barrels filled with?
More fertilizer. And there's like 10 different types.
Every
Like-
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
You're a druid.
you
Shouldn't
really
be
wanted
pretty into
to...
this?
I couldn't hear
I
you.
wonder
either
what's
of you 'cause
behind
you
this
both spoke
door.
at the same time.
That door is also, like, closed shut by vines and trees and stuff.
Does Greg not have spatial awareness?
Okay, he fixes it. Oh yeah,
That's-
right. Maros.
It's
Maros.
the same room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, come with me, Drez.
there's literally one direction remaining.
Yep.
I'm running around with a casket of poison and being called the Exterminator.
Okay, so you
That's fitting
find
enough.
another tree blocking the door. This one has a giant hole in it. Looks like somebody might have, like, lasered it.
I know what to do with this thing.
No, you can see through.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see there's some things.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
Well, these are a few of our favorite things.
Alright. Scratch that on the axe.
Vaguely into the room.
Greg is gonna... How big is the hole?
Not...
Is it like a single eyeball, or is it like...
No. It looks like they lasered enough room for mind flayers to walk through.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, so we can just walk straight on in. I see.
It's a bit of a squeeze for Greg.
But you know what it's not a squeeze for? Arrows.
Okay, so you're just gonna kathunk. Okay.
oh, because it's how the mind flayers got in.
Yeah. Let's see. You should all roll for initiative after this. So you miss the Yeah, you miss the zombie and the
Oh.
But what if,
Okay.
hear me out now, more holes in the ground? That was the
Let me
biggest
see.
disappointment ever to find out they could just fly.
Got to take the wind out of your sails sometimes.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you miss with the arrow, and you still need to roll for. Oh, you did roll for initiative. Okay, so I guess these guys need to roll for initiative. They are not good at it. Oop! Wow,
They are zombies.
they went up by a whole point. Okay,
Progress is made.
so Greg, you get another action already. You notice that
Alright.
they're starting to react to you.
I'm gonna use the terrain, the layout to my advantage. I'm gonna just walk back a little bit. Then I'm gonna, like, just use the corner to my advantage here. And then longbow again.
Okay. It the arrow clatters to your feet and kind of takes root and grows like a bunch of thorns. And then it starts like vibrating and stuff.
What?
I don't like when things
Um,
vibrate. I already used my move action, and I used an
How did
attack,
you spawn like a
so-
thorned vibrator on your feet?
I guess, am I still holding the bow?
Yeah, you're
Raises
still holding
several
the bow.
additional questions.
Well,
You have
It's not
another
killing
arrow.
me. It's not killing me actively, so extra attack.
Okay, so you managed to hit this guy this time, and the arrow thunks into the undead, and then kind of shift and kind of wrap a thorny little tendril around it that is kind of slowly cutting away at it.
Oh. Oh yeah, this is the first time we've ever been close enough to actually see what those arrows do. Neato.
Okay, and then then you see it explode sideways.
Oh.
Oh, Skitter.
Oh, right. We have a party member still.
Let's see. So that's that. Drez, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm going to make fun today.
Oh god, he has the poison barrel. Oh no.
Nah. I have another idea.
Huh?
Insect plague in that room.
Oh.
20 feet radius. Of
Okay,
insect
draw your
swarm.
square.
It's I kind of can't because I can't see anything, but it's basically the whole front of the room. The 20-foot
Okay.
radius is that big
Okay.
across, so it's most of the room, starting at the doorway.
Okay, and that's anything with a con save. Well then.
Every creature that fails to save takes 4d10 piercing damage from a swarm of insects.
Okay. Let's see. So they are all mind flayers. This is going to be fun. How many are them? Okay, roll your damage, and I'll factor in.
The damage is in the cast.
Oh, it is 25. Okay, and what's the DC? 14. Okay.
You and your macros making it all easy for everyone.
That entire room just explodes into blocked line of
Locusts.
sight, difficult terrain, and damage.
What kind of
That's
insects are you
fucking
chucking at
awful.
people?
It
Ladybugs?
says biting locusts, but
Flying
I-
lizard insects.
but yeah, they would be lizardy.
little lizards.
Ugh.
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 Okay. I'm just imagining like
Stingers.
little like pterodactyl looking things. Okay, so you hear a lot of there's a lot of noises going on in there.
Yeah, thousands of noises.
They must be so pissed off. We've ruined their life twice.
You do notice one mind flayer kind of fall over.
The entire room is lightly obscured in difficult terrain, and they take damage every turn. I made it special. I suppose that would have been my correct response to the pass wall previously, too. They create a pass wall, and then I just create a swarm.
Yeah, you didn't get the opportunity to because they threw up the force wall.
Yeah. I didn't think about it at the time, but it might have been possible to cast past the pass wall. Because it's not a projectile,
No,
but
you
I'm not
can't.
sure.
You can't like locate it.
Well, no, you could see. You might
yeah,
actually be
actually.
able to. Yeah.
Yeah, the spell description says that he could have done it because it emanates from a point.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay. So
It's just such a bad room now.
yeah. Oh, it's dragonflies. You just summon dragonflies.
Oh,
in there.
that's
They're biting.
adorable.
Oh, right. This guy's not affected. Never mind. What am I doing? Okay.
Dragonflies that burrow under the skin.
So there is bad going on in there. Greg, it's your turn.
I'm going to watch.
Okay.
I ain't going in there.
Okay.
Not even like a
Drez,
ready to action.
You are one messed up dude.
That sucked.
Oh, poor Skinner. Oh my god.
Downsides of stealth.
Skinner looks a
Oops.
little chewed on.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Okay. Let's see. So that's Skitter's turn. He's GTFOing. Drez?
Oh man, I guess when they're all off camera, yeah, we loop around to them back to us in turn order pretty quickly.
The hell would these guys do? I guess they took damage. I guess some of them will take actions now that I'm thinking about it. So this
Some of
guy's gonna
them
come
might try to leave.
charging out
Nope.
after Skitter. This one. Mind Flayer can't make it, but stands at the edge. Followed by another one. Make an int save.
No.
Everyone,
And then a dex save, yeah.
Fuck.
fine.
Ooh.
And
Woohoo.
Okay. Because actually, Skitter's still in there, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing things out of
And now
order.
the door is blocked.
Yeah, well, Skitter's not too affected by doors being blocked, because he can just crawl through. Anyway, so Skitter doesn't have to worry about it. So, neither of you guys are hit by the Mind Blast, but both of you are kind of sort of hit by the Lightning Bolt.
I am definitely hit. What with my fail?
Yeah,
on
nat
my
one,
dex save.
you just got whammoed. Be glad that there's no crit.
God damn.
It just hit me right in the balls.
Oh yeah, it takes you right in the breastplate. So it arcs from you to Drez, and so you take 36 and Drez takes 18.
Ow.
I just got zapped in the balls with this lightning bolt. Ow.
Whew.
And I guess they're actually a little bit further back now that I'm thinking about it, because
That
difficult
was-
terrain. Forgot about that.
I beat the concentration check by 1 point.
Okay. And I forgot difficult terrain, so they're a little bit further back, but that didn't hamper either of their abilities. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's well within range. Anyway, so you got two zombies kind of shambling out of the insect horror cloud.
Oh wait, never mind. The DC is way easier. I forgot it's 10 or half the damage you take.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would have
So it's
it would have
10.
been a problem if you took the full damage, but you didn't.
Yeah. Or if I took the full
Anyway.
damage, I would have beaten it by 1, because that's what I was going by, thinking that's what it was.
Yep.
All right, so the swarm is still there. Good news, everyone.
Let's see. So, Greg, now it's your turn.
Also, you're standing on
Alrighty.
me.
Yeah, you guys are I don't really know how this combo works.
Just remember that Greg is basically in a constant state of lightly farting.
What? That
Greg
doesn't answer
steps-
any questions.
Greg steps forward. It doesn't. I don't need to answer questions. He switches to the glaive axe and then uses his extra attack to whammo a zombie.
Okay. Let's see. It goes down. And that's when Skitter comes out of the mess. And he's on the ceiling. And that's
That
all
makes
he
sense.
can do. And Drez, it's your turn.
I was gonna counter lightning bolt, but now there's everyone on my team in the tent.
Well, you can move ahead of Greg, and Skitter's on the ceiling.
What level is lightning bolt?
3?
There we go. I'm trying to find the pages on it. Reverse.
Okay. All right.
That is not a
Hey.
massively impressive number. And that's,
Yeah, well,
since
it's
that's
enough
my
to take up
turnover. I'll
the-
be back in just a sec.
2 guys in front of you. Actually, it might not take out the zombie. Probably roll for the zombie. Nope, doesn't take out the zombie. Okay. Then it's their turn. Now, I believe insect swarms.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, enters the area for the first time or ends their turn there. So they take damage on the initial cast, and then take it on the end of their next turn.
Yep.
Jeez. I gotta figure out how far that pit was. Actually, no, I probably don't. Okay. Let's see. I guess it's your turn, Greg. Now that I'm looking at it.
All right, I'm gonna whiff this glaive axe right over Skitter's head and hit that zombie.
Well, Skitter's on the ceiling, so
Okay.
whiffing it over his head would chop off his hands.
That I don't want to do that. I like Skitter.
Okay. So you take out the guy in front.
I then step forward and take out the guy in behind.
He actually weathers the blow a little bit. And then it's Skitter's turn, who I guess will help.
I'm back.
Now that he isn't being beat. And
Oh, did I need to? Was I supposed to re-roll the swarm damage, or is nobody in the range anymore?
Nobody's in range of it.
Nobody's in the range.
Everybody GTFO'd pretty much on their next
Pretty
round.
accurate response.
Yeah. I mean, you did make it a Dragonfly B room.
Yeah. I finally won the bathroom lottery. Or roulette, or whatever. They're having like a factorial land, so there's so many people in the house right now, and I've gotten up like 6 times to use the restroom, and it's been occupied. I'm like, God damn it!
Okay. Let's see, Drez, it's your turn. You can't see anybody left.
Oh. Well then, job done. I guess I'll just wait.
Okay. So the dragonflies continue to just churn up that room.
How long do they last, Rez?
That's a good question. 10 minutes.
Well, Greg is just gonna like sit down on the ground and well, I mean, actually, he's probably gonna pop a healing potion if he has any. He does not. We need to rescue Lauren. She has healing potions.
You don't have any healing potions?
Oh
no.
No.
Oh no.
I mean, there is a I did just recover a class skill that lets me, like, I forget what it's called, like Last Wind or something, like whatever that one's called, that lets me heal if I'm about to die. Second wind, yeah.
I guess
I'm not in terrible danger.
I guess I can go up to the door to try to see if anything's left.
Okay, so now that you're close enough to kind of see through the horror that you created in this room, you see one zombie-looking dude on the far end of the room outside of the swarm, standing around, not really sure what to do with himself. You
command the swarm to move.
You see the corpses of multiple creatures being slowly eaten away at. Two mind flayers, and then actually, yeah, just the 2 mind flayers. I think they're the only ones that got done in there. Everything else is you either can't see. I guess there's 1 zombie too.
Can you run through that again? I kind of lost the plot a little bit.
There are two dead mind flayers in the room, and 1 zombie to your left, and then the other ones you killed in front of you.
So that thing at the back is a zombie mind flayer, right?
Yeah, it's kind of one of the weird.
There's still zombies. 1 mind flayer unaccounted for. Drez, we still need to kill another mind flayer.
That zombie has a weird amount of self-preservation instinct.
It was just really lucky. It was like outside the insect zone.
Fripp.
Okay, you
so far
take
away.
it with an arrow. It seems kind of upset about this.
Not in a good spot necessarily.
Whip.
Okay. So 2 arrows sprout from the thing and immediately start chewing on it. Let's see. Skitter doesn't have the range to deal with that and does not want to get close enough. Drez, you gonna do anything?
No one should want to get close enough. No, this is working pretty well.
Okay.
Whip.
No, it's not your turn. It is gonna run down the hall.
All right. Well, there it takes damage.
No, because
Yeah.
it didn't end its turn in that thing.
It's
No,
the first
what-
time it enters as well, so roll your
Oh, I'm
damage.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Level 5. Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
It looks pretty hurt. Now, question. Is your pass wall still going, or did you lose concentration for it?
It's not a concentration spell.
Okay.
And it lasts for
So-
an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
This is Wile E. Coyote itself out of a locust swarm.
Is that an
Oh,
upgrade
God.
or a downgrade?
We really just ruined these things' day.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're dicks.
It's probably for the best. The irony of being called the Exterminator and then summoning a locust swarm.
Okay. So before you stands a room filled with a couple of bodies, a gigantic tree, and a bunch of dragonflies.
Yeah.
Well, Greg is just gonna sit down until the dragonflies go away.
I take it combat's over.
Yeah. Unless you guys find any new surprise foes to fight.
Yeah, so I dismissed the insect plague.
Okay.
Greg stands back up and says, "Party leader time."
Where
Okay.
exactly they all go, I don't know.
So you enter into a room, and it looks like the mind flayers had been very busy. There are runes and lines and all sorts of stuff carved into this tree and the ground around it, and it looks like they were hard at work doing something to it.
All right. Greg.
You also notice a fair amount of like pink crystals all over the place.
Arcana check.
Okay, so
Do
they were
I know
trying
what
to,
they're doing?
they were probably trying to corrupt the tree.
Drez.
Yeah.
They were trying to corrupt the tree.
This is a revelation that changes everything.
That's bad, though, right? You read the diaries.
Isn't this all they've ever done?
All right, Greg is gonna start going around and like anything that looks vaguely occult, he like
Yeah.
basically breaks, pushes over, or otherwise attempts to like erase from the
Okay.
area.
Let's do a nature a nature check for the significance of this tree. God
Okay.
damn it.
It's a big tree. As a druid, you have to appreciate just how much time and effort it took to foster such a tree inside a building in a ruined city in presumably a short period of time because it looks relatively fresh. And that's about where your interest stops. You're more interested in the effort. You're appreciating the art, not the function of the thing. Anyway,
The art of the tree.
yeah. So, Greg, you start just rubbing off all the paint, all the markings, all the stuff in the grass, breaking all the crystals. You're actually starting to get a bit of a contact high from all of this, which is weird.
That just encourages Greg.
Okay. So, by the end of it, you feel pretty loopy, and there's a really annoying buzzing noise.
I'm picturing Greg as like waltzing around, like picking up crystals and like breaking them on his knee and stuff like that.
Neither of you guys have ever tried crushing a corrupted spell crystal before, but by the time you're done wrecking this, you've accrued about, I want to say, 40 extra spells for the day, and you're feeling kind of zappy.
Shit.
What?
No.
To everybody else,
What?
Greg looks like so every time he breaks one, like more static electricity kind of goes through him, and he gets like
Holy
floofier. So by the end of
my
it, he's
God.
walking afro. And he definitely starts looking a little bit deranged by the end of it. Like you can't see much of his face, but you can see his eyes are like glowing through the mess.
What?
This is a problem.
Wait, hold on. What does this mean? Like, can I? Is it?
You
it
don't know.
spells that I already know, or like?
You don't know.
This is worrying.
If Greg were to have gone Super Saiyan, he has just achieved it.
Greg is gonna acknowledge our cotton. Well, there you go.
I found
Yep.
a picture of Greg.
You're fluffy. You know those chickens that get like really
Dress.
fluffy and you're not sure if they can see anything? That's what Greg is
Yeah.
right now.
Dress.
Greg is currently Dark Beast Parl.
Oh
Dress,
jeez.
I think I killed the ritual. Dress.
Did you?
Hold on, you're moving too fast. Slow down, buddy.
The static
No,
cling. The
if
static
anything-
cling.
If anything, you're talking like faster.
Oh, okay.
Not like-
No.
420. All right.
Yeah, this is like you're on speed.
Drez, I killed
or-
all the things. Drez,
Yeah,
did you see me? I went
that's
around
a
and
little
broke
bit
all
more
the
No,
things.
stop.
and
Nah.
I broke all the crystals. Drez, it was cool. Did you see me?
This is so much worse.
We saved the tree,
I'm gonna try to climb the
Drez.
tree.
We saved the tree.
Okay.
Drez, slow down.
Make an acrobatics or an athletics check, I guess. Athletics.
No.
Drez.
So
Wanna
Drez,
go
you
up the
start
tree?
kind of climbing the tree, and then Greg
Greg-
just like monkeys his
Greg
way up after you.
Grabs Drez
Right,
under
I can
one
fly.
arm and just like
I just
like
remembered I
one
could
arm.
fly.
No, he just like one arms it up the tree while carrying Drez like
Oh no.
like King Kong style.
Oh no.
Okay, so you quickly
Greg
hit
Kong.
kind of this like viney growth ceiling. It almost feels like a canopy, but you're not sure. There is an upper limit. It's not that this. It's like those houses that have the tree growing through them.
Oh, gotcha.
Does it
Drez, we can't come
leave?
up here. We need to go back down. We land.
Okay, so as
So there's just a roof.
yeah, there
Yeah.
is like a roof. It's just the leaves and roots and branches and stuff. You might be able to worm your way through, but it's gonna take a while. So Greg, as you go up and then back down, the buzzing noise gets very quiet towards the top of the room, and then much louder as you get back down.
Buzzing noise. Mind flayers. Mind flayers when you're here.
This tree has cured my tinnitus.
Greg
Okay.
is gonna look into the pit.
Okay, you see, how deep does that pit go?
Let me double check real quick.
Because it kind of
20
matters.
feet.
Okay, you see the broken body of a zombie and a mind flayer at the bottom of the pit.
Are they
They look
alive?
Both
fairly
tried to run
dead.
through there.
Yeah, the Illithid tried to run too, but he was the one that cast levitation, and he didn't make the jump.
Whoops.
Aw.
What'd
Nothing
be really
to
funny
kill.
is that they
I
tried
don't
to
want
make
to
the
kill them.
jump. It would be really funny if they tried to make the jump, but their own allied wall of force was in the way, so they slammed into the wall of force and fell in the hole.
No, it's gone at this point.
Be like the Illithid doing the equivalent
Okay.
of a freaking
So,
dog running into a screen door.
Greg, as you're running around, when you were at the edge of the pit, the buzzing noise was higher than usual. And in this other corridor, it's much quieter.
Maros. We killed mind flayers are dead. Sorry.
That's nice.
Sorry.
I really appreciate what you've done, but could you please leave?
Yeah, but no problem. Bye.
Okay.
Did we ever look at the library?
No, none of you guys bothered with the library.
There have been distracting elements of.
I don't
attack.
think Greg is aware that a library exists, and also Greg doesn't know what a library
Well,
is.
I'm gonna look at the library.
Okay. I will. Let's see. There's a lot of
My-
books in there.
Oh,
A lot of stuff in there.
I will.
It's
You managed to
I will
find none of
technically
the
look
good
at
ones.
the library.
Yeah, it's a lot of really boring books about raising treants from quote unquote birth. You know, from seedlings to, great arboreal defenders and stuff. It
Wow.
actually interests you maybe a little bit more than you thought, but you're not you're currently stuck in like the lengthy. So it's not that you don't find anything, it's that you find something really boring fairly quick and you're stuck on that right now.
Okay,
Okay.
hang on a second.
Is Greg just running for it?
Greg is gonna find the plugged up table thing, and he's gonna cast Burning Hands as the highest level that he can, which is spell level 2. So that's not
Okay.
all that impressive.
So,
But
it
that's
takes the edge off a little bit.
4d6.
And you have effectively, the whole thing is damp wood. So it kind of steams at you.
All right. Roger that. Let's take another tact here. I don't know what my other spells are. Oh! How could I forget Shatter? Good old Shatter.
Okay.
Alrighty, and he's gonna cast it as well. It is a second level invocation. Okay, so 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, which this thing will
Okay.
assuredly
So the
fail.
plug explodes into a torrent of water and debris and bodies. And you are almost
Gross.
immediately thrown backwards by the force of it all into the far wall as the entire area starts flooding rapidly.
Oh shit!
He just unplugged it. Oh no.
Maros! Maros! Maros!
What is this rapport you have with this
Go
character?
away!
Maros! It's the cavern's flooding. How do we get out of here?
I don't care! Go away!
Maros, you really should care because. Alright.
I don't breathe! Go away!
It's also not going to flood because there's a hole in the floor. Or at least
I
it has to
mean,
flood
the
the
whole
entire floor
floor's-
below us.
I thought you sealed up the hole after chucking
made
the
a
druid
different
down
one.
it.
The new hole.
Oh, the new hole. Yeah, you're right.
The new,
It's
hole
a
that,
pit.
the new hole that's actually connected to the same room that the flood's happening in.
Yep.
Alright.
So as long as that's open for the next hour,
Well, I mean
it'll
that's
flood
just
the whole floor under
yeah.
us.
Alright, so Greg goes into this room, the one he can't see into anymore.
Okay. So you find all of the seedlings, and they immediately, wig out and push themselves against the far wall.
Draz!
Like trying to catch those goddamn lizards in Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay. Greg's gonna go into here.
But now
Okay.
I've probably moved on to the desk.
So you've gone in here, and the buzzing noise is much, much louder.
Alright.
These rolls.
Okay, so Drez, you have found a book on the proper fertilizer to water ratios of growing
God, you're finding the
uh,
shittiest books.
of growing the mightiest treant. And-
Fun times.
Fun times, but you
They're
recognize the
great books if I
handwriting
wanna-
again.
They're great books if I want to give up on venturing
want
and just become a
Become a
professional.
gardener.
Well, so that's the thing. You recognize the handwriting again.
Dun dun dun.
You wrote this book.
Dun dun dun.
Done.
This is my office. Maybe or something.
No,
I don't know,
but
it's
this
at the
is
desk.
your book. This is most definitely not a chair meant for you. There's no tail.
No
hole.
tail hole.
Yeah. No, you are much more of a stool person. You know that.
Gross.
Anyway, so Greg, you bust into the room with the drow. They are kind of not sure what to do. They look better.
Oh,
There's
right, they
also
exist.
a gaping kind of glowy rift in the air in front of you.
What? What the hell were they doing?
They don't seem to notice it. Like they're not looking at it, and they don't seem to be anywhere near it.
Hey,
What's that?
Fuchsia and Gaelic. What? Oh. Hey, did you see this glowy
They
stuff
don't
in the
even
room?
they don't even respond to you. They seem nice.
Rez,
They're
you
drow.
might see them go by. They disappear down the hole.
Wait,
They're just gonna climb down. Anywhere is better than this.
that seems like a strange choice.
Like climbing down in the pit with the dead bodies.
I'm in there from the
Wow.
Underdark. Could be worse.
It is worse. It's all submerged and deathy and full of soul drinking crystals.
All right.
Versus
So we're
being
not
with
really in a
Greg.
good stopping point, but I do need to actually call it for the night.
That's fine. No, you,
Okay.
you found the important thing. We've got
Okay,
one
sure.
more weekend before. Well, yeah, because there's a big gaping rift to somewhere that you missed earlier. Anyway.
Oh, right. I can find the gaping rift that killed Alarin.
Yep.
I'm
Anywho,
smart
How did we
now.
miss it?
none of you guys could see, and you didn't take the context clues to look for it. So, this would have been an interesting series of events if you just totally ignored it. Cleared this level, continued on to the rest of the druid area.
We just never find Alarin.
We'll find her now.
A 2-week separate adventure
Yeah.
becomes like a 3-month separate adventure.
Well, I guess that solves the problem of the mind flayers in the druid building. I guess they never really found out what exactly this building was for. I mean, it was there. They just alienated some of the only people that could tell them, and then stopped reading halfway through. Anyway, but what it doesn't solve is the disappearance of Lauren, and they were supposed to follow her this episode, but I guess they'll have to do that next time. Will they actually remember to do so? No, they won't. On the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.